All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to PODOSKI Trading Academy YouTube channel. So, like I said yesterday, I'll be dropping a new video of the pairs, which outlook on a pairs that we'll be watching out for the week. So, the first recording, I planned 3 pairs, but as I was doing the analysis, I I then realized that the third pair I didn't analyze it as I thought I did. So le- we, we are doing another one. And today we are start today we are starting with BTC USD, Bitcoin US dollar. So on Bitcoin US dollar, I'm going to start from the 3 months time frame. So I'll start from the 3 months and drop down to the 4 hour. I'll explain how we'll be picking an entry on this particular pair. So on the 3 month time frame on BTC, I have my 3 month upper zone here, midway zone here, and my 3 month lower zone here. So from the 3 month time frame, price is moving to the upside. Price price is moving to the upside. So if price is moving to the upside, we should be looking for buying opportunity. But one thing I've also noticed is even though price is moving to the upside, does not move in a straight line. When when the market is bullish, it creates a series of higher highs and higher lows. So even though the market is bullish in the long run, but there will be sells. So that is exactly what you are experiencing on Bitcoin USD now. We have a higher high, higher low, and a new higher high that came in a couple of months back. So after the higher high, we are looking at a higher low coming in. After the higher low, then the new higher high will come in. So since you are looking at that on the monthly time frame, and another thing that confirms the higher low incoming was this candle pattern here. This is a nice evening star, which is going to drop the market to the downside. So on Bitcoin USD, as we go through the lower time frame, we are going to be looking for selling opportunity all the way to the 3 month low here, all the way to the 3 month low before we look for buying opportunity from here to the upside. So let's go to the lower time frame and see what you get there. So here on the monthly time frame, I have my monthly upper zone here and my monthly lower zone. So from what I said on the 3 month, price is bullish. The market is bullish. Price on the long run is moving to the upside. But we are going to be looking for sales to join the creation of the higher low before we look for buys to create a new higher high. So on the monthly time frame, on the 3 month, price is bullish, but on the monthly time frame, price is bearish. Let me explain. So you see, when the market was moving to the upside, went higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Here should have been the higher low. Here should have been the higher low, but price failed to continue going to the upside to create the higher high. Then it rather dropped to the downside, creating a low. So after the low, you should expect a high, then you get a higher low, a lower low, a lower high, then it continues like that. Or price moves from here to the upside. So that is what I'm seeing on the monthly chart. So let's go to the weekly. Okay, so here on the weekly, I have my weekly upper zone here and my weekly lower zone here. So like I said on the monthly, price is bearish. The market is bearish, and that is exactly what we are seeing on the weekly also. So price went to the upside, came down, creating a double top. After the double top, it came down. When it got here, it should have gone to the outside, but no, it broke this zone also and came to create a low. After the low, we are seeing a lower high, and after the lower high, we are expecting a lower low, lower high, and the cycle continues like that. So that's that on the weekly also. So we go to the daily. Yeah. So here on the daily, I have my daily midway zone here. My daily midway zone here. And there's really not much to talk about here on the daily because everything has been said on the monthly, on the weekly. So let's go to the 4 hour and see. Yeah. So here on the 4 hour, like we saw on the monthly and on the weekly, price is in a bearish structure. So it's the same thing we are seeing on the 4 hour also. Price was bullish, higher high, higher low, higher high. Here should have been the higher low, but price failed to go to the upside. Rather, it broke to the downside. So if it has broken, let's go back for a retest before we sell because price does not move in a straight line. And whenever price breaks out of a strong zone, whenever price breaks out of a valid demand or supply zone, it always goes back for a retest. So since price has broken out of this zone, this was the demand zone. And because price has broken out of it, we'll be waiting for price to come back for a retest. On a retest, then we wait for a confirmation before we sell Bitcoin to the downside. So our stop will be above here 99, then we'll be targeting the 78 zone first, or we'll go for the lower, or we target here when price gets to our target, we close, wait for a break and retest, then we enjoy the next ride. So that's how we'll be trading Bitcoin all the way to the downside. This is the first setup. After we hit our first take profit, then we wait for the second setup to also cook. So that's that on BTC. Let's move on to the next pair. So the next pair I have on the list is Euro USD. So if you watch the previous recording on Euro USD, the one I did yesterday, we're looking for selling opportunity. But the way the market moved today confirms that the market is really bullish. The buy is still there. So we have to stop looking for selling opportunity and start looking for buying opportunity as we've been doing for the past couple of weeks. So if you are in a sell on Euro USD as a swing trade, I urge you to change your structure, look at the market from both perspective, not just one angle, and see if you can also see and think about if you can also see what I'm also seeing. So I'll explain why I'm changing structure on Euro USD. So we are on the monthly time frame, which is where I'm going to start. So on the monthly time frame, I have my monthly upper zone here, midway zone here, and my monthly lower zone here. So on the monthly time frame, price is moving to the outside. Price is moving to the upside. Here was a very strong supply zone. You could see anytime price gets to this supply zone, it tends to go to the downside. Anytime price gets to this supply zone, there's a sell. And anytime price gets to this demand, there's a buy. Anytime price gets to this demand, there is a buy. There is a buy. Until a couple of months back, which price broke out of the zone to the upside. And since price has broken out, broken out of the zone, there hasn't been like strong sell since then. Price has been bullish since then. So since price has broken out of this supply zone, we expect price to go up to the upside and touch the monthly upper zone before any movement would come in. So that is why I'm going to be looking for buying opportunity. That is why I'm going to be looking for buying opportunity on Euro USD, because on the monthly time frame we are in a bullish structure. We are bullish on the monthly. We have about 10 days, 20 hours for this monthly candle to close, and already is showing buying pressure after tapping into this zone. And also the way last month's candle closed, forming a morning star here, a morning star, which is showing that the buyers are really in the market. Buyers are not done yet, they are still in the market. So yes, the buy will be very strong and valid. So here on the weekly, I have my weekly upper zone here and my weekly lower zone here. So here on the weekly, you could see price is consolidating. Price is ranging over here. We have buys at the upside and sells at the downside. What do I say? You have sells at the upside and buys at the downside. It's the other way around. Buys at the downside and sells at the upside. So anytime price gets to this supply, it sells. Anytime price gets to this demand, it buys. But currently, with the way price got here and this bullish candle is pushing, there's a high chance that price will break out of the zone and continue going to the upside. So what do we do? Since that's what we are expecting, what we do is we jump on and target the and enter and see how high price can take us. So that's what we are going to do. So let's go to the daily. Yeah, this the daily now makes everything very clear. So on the daily, I can match this trend line like this. Yeah, this trend line is very strong, and you see anytime price taps into the trend line, there's a buy coming in, and as soon as price tap into this trend line, the buy just came in as expected. So that is that. And also I have my daily upper zone here, my daily upper zone here. So as price is too bullish on Euro USD over here, we are going to the 4 hour and see what to do. Okay, so here on the 4 hour on Euro USD, I was waiting to see if price will come down a little bit for me to enter. But we thought I've seen on the daily and how the candles are reacting over here. As a swing trader, I'm going to pick my entry from here. If you are not a swing trader, I do not advise you pick your entry from here. I'm going to pick my entry from here. My stop loss will be here, 85 pips. And I'll be targeting the daily upper zone. The daily upper zone. That is a 1:4 risk to reward. We are risking 85 pips for 363 pips. So that is a good risk to reward. So yeah, this here my TP1 will be over here, and my final TP will be here also. So this is the complete setup on Euro USD. Take note, price has already broken out of this zone. So price can drop down and tap into this zone before buying to the upside, or it can buy from where I entered now and start pushing to the upside. So the movement from here to here for me is not that big, so I can hold the loss. If your account is not big enough to hold the loss, don't enter. If your account is not big enough to hold the loss, don't enter. Enter where, but before you also enter, make sure you do your analysis. Make sure you do your analysis and have a reason why you are entering. If you are entering because I also entered, it's good. You've seen the analysis, I've explained it to you, you know why I'm buying. But if you are just buying with no reason, it doesn't make sense. So have a reason. That's why I said do the analysis, analyze the chart so you can understand why you are buying, and if you lose, why you lost, if you won, why you won. It's better, it helps your psychology and you learn from it. So that's that on Euro USD, and we move on to the next pair. So the next pair on the list is USDCHF. USDCHF. So on USDCHF, I have my monthly upper zone here, midway zone here, and my monthly lower zone here. So on USDCHF, price is moving to the downside. This one, it's clearly, everything is clear. The price is bearish. The market is completely bearish. And as this makes it a very, very strong bearish, as price has broken out of this demand zone to the downside, because previously anytime price gets to this demand zone, buyers come in and pushing the market to the upside, and anytime price gets to this supply zone, sellers come in and pushing the market to the downside. But currently price has broken out of this, price has broken out of this demand zone and going to the downside. So since price has broken out of the zone to the downside, we expect more selling pressure to come in, more sellers to come in and pushing the market to the downside. So as we go through the lower time frame, we are going to be looking for selling opportunity. And another thing that will back our sell is this candle confirmation, this candle pattern over here. This is a nice evening star, a very beautiful evening star, which is going to push the market to the downside. It's just showing us how strong sellers are in the market. So let's go to the weekly and look for more reason to sell on USDCHF. So on the weekly time frame, I have my weekly upper zone here, midway zone here, and my weekly lower zone here. So on USD from the weekly time frame, price is as bearish as it seems, but the explanation will be better, will be more understandable on the daily. So let's go to the daily. So here on the daily, I have my daily upper zone here and my daily lower zone here. So on the daily time frame, price is moving to the downside, and here's how price is doing. So if you watch closely, price, the market moved from this demand zone to the upside, tapping into this supply. After price tapped into the supply, it dropped down, went up again, creating a double top. After the double top, we saw a sharp sell to the downside, breaking out of this demand zone. So now this is a this demand zone has become a supply zone. So if this demand zone is now a supply zone, price has broken to the downside. And I said something earlier. Anytime price breaks out of a valid supply or a valid demand, price always comes back for a retest. So that is exactly what's happening here. After price broke out of this demand zone, making it a supply. Price has come for a retest, and we expect sales to go to the downside on USDCHF. Then another reason why the sell will be so strong is because of how yesterday's candle closed. The way yesterday's candle closed bearish, forming an evening star at a daily retest zone. Price gave us an evening star, and before the evening star came in, price also gave us a bearish engulfing over here, which is showing strong selling pressure. So with so much confirmation being given on the daily, we go to the 4 hour and see how we'll be selling on USDCHF. Okay, so if you watch closely, I'm looking for a sell, but I want price to do retest, and I'll explain why I want price to do retest. So if you watch on the 4 hour, was previously in a bearish structure. Sorry, price was previously in a bullish structure, and here's why I said it's in a bullish structure. We're seeing higher high, higher low, 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 and equal high. After the equal high, we saw price breaking to the downside very strong. So if you match the trend line, you see this is a trend line breakout. And as a trend line breakout, also price was bullish. Now it has broken the demand zone, showing that price wants to change structure to the downside because it has been moving to the upside. So it wants to change to the downside. So the the one thing that will make us know and understand that price will go to the downside is if price price manages to come back for a retest, and on the retest it shows selling pressure and actually sells. That's when you know that okay, price will continue going to the downside, because what price has done here, it can still go to the upside. Price can still buy. So what we do is we wait for a retest. Like I said, anytime price breaks out of a value supply or a value demand zone, it always comes back for a retest. So that is exactly what we wait for, a retest. After we get a retest, then we wait for, after the retest, we then wait for a candle confirmation. When we get a candle confirmation, then we sell all the way to the downside on USDCHF. So what will be the candle confirmation? Someone may ask. The candle confirmation can be a bearish engulfing, an evening star, or a significant pin bar. Any of these, or we can get a teaser bottom also. When we enter, our stop will be up here 70 pips, and we'll be targeting this low 320 pips, and that is good. 1 is to 4.5R is not bad for a start. So this is how we trade USD CHF also. USD CHF also. So that'll be all for today's pre-market. If you are here, you haven't joined the WhatsApp community or the free signal channel, free signal group also, the link will be in the description. Click on it and join, and enjoy free signals. Any of the markets that I've analyzed, when the setup is ready, I will drop it. I always drop it in the signal group for everyone to take. So if you haven't joined, the link will be in the description. You click on it and join now. When the setups are ready, I'll share it with everyone for everyone to take, and we all enjoy. So I'll urge you all to click on the follow button, subscribe to this channel, so that anytime I drop a new video about pre-market or anything concerning forex, you also receive a notification and get to watch it as fast as possible. If there's some information to be put out there, you also get it. If you also want to join our mentorship program, The contact details will be in the description. Pick it up and contact us on WhatsApp. Pick it up. And you can also contact us on Telegram, on Facebook, on Instagram. Just search Podolski Trading Academy on across all social medias. So when you search it, it will pop up. You contact us and you can start from there. We teach beginners, intermediate, advanced, any stage you are in your trading career, will help you and sort you out. So with that being said, I'll meet you all in the next video and peace.